Okay, let's jump into another draft. Mediocre pack. These are all fun cards. Psychic Corrosion, Sleep, Electrify, Skymarch, Bloodletter. I think I just have to take Electrify. Yeah, I think that's the pick. I mean, Sleep is, if it wasn't that, maybe I would consider Sleep, but taking a Sleep is a bit too speculative. But Sleep does win games. All right, we're going to speculate a bit. We're going to try to have some fun. Okay, we're immediately rewarded with another Mystic Archaeologist. That's two back-to-back drafts that I was lucky enough to pick up the guy. He is very good, and there's nothing even remotely close. Okay, Open the Graves is not something. Well, I think there are some decks where it's actually very good, but I don't think we take it here. I think it's just a Druid of the Cowl. We can also consider a Reclamation Sage, but Druid is more often than not gonna, be very valuable. And having mana accelerators is good when you have mana sinks like Mystic Archaeologist. So happy to take it. Skyscanner. When in doubt, pick a Skyscanner. I really hope one of these two Macabre Waltz's wheels. It's a splashable card if you're playing blue, because if you can get one or two Salvager secrets, then it's an infinite combo. So I'm not opposed to splashing a card like that. So now we have a Pegasus Corsair, and we could consider doing something with like blue-white artifacts, flyers. There's also Macabre Waltz, Gift of Paradise. Gift of Paradise is uncommon in this format. Before it's a common. And Gift of Paradise is a very important card, but if we're seeing a big 5 Pegasus Corsair, then it's very hard for me to let that go. And I haven't made the blue-white artifact deck once yet, so I don't mind giving it a shot. Here it's a fairly straightforward Moonspeaker. Boggart Brute is good, but not good enough for us to move into a third color here. So I don't mind taking an Moonspeaker in this spot. Daggerback. Lightning Mare I found is not very good because there are a lot of, there's the 1/1 Goblin, Goblin Instigator. There's a lot of things that trade with Vine Mare. I think I'd rather have a Plummet. But we should know that we're seeing some red late. Okay, so Psychic Corrosion Wheel, I'm very happy taking it. It makes for really fun decks, not gonna lie. So Disperse is a good pickup. Field Creeper I think is more important here. In case we do end up blue-white, you need artifacts to get full value on that archetype. I did say I'm not beyond splashing Macabre Waltz in a deck like this, so I will take it. If we can open Blood Baron, I think is the card. Or Death Baron, yeah, Death Baron. This thing becomes a 3/3 Death Touch that deals 2 whenever it attacks. That's a much better card. I'll take a Gearsmith Prodigy. Maybe it's something that we can make work with a bunch of cheap artifacts in the Pegasus Corsair to get them over the top. So, I mean, honestly, this is a pretty stacked pack. I don't think Side Master Thopterist is a reasonable pick. I think it's just Horizon Scholar. It's a very good card. It's a finisher. It scries. I'm going to take it over Starcrown Stag, which is the second best card in the pack, because we're pretty heavily committed to blue, and we don't know what our second color is. So that is the pick. Somebody's going to be really happy with Draconic Disciple, but I think in our spot we have to take probably either Totally Lost or an Even Wind Mage. We don't have too many instants and sorcery spells, and this is much better on the red-blue deck. I mean, we might still end up red-blue, but it's unclear whether we're going to get full value of a card like Even Wind Mage. Whereas Totally Lost, you just want one at a minimum in your deck, so I'll take it. You want one of these in any blue deck. So now we get a Strangling Spores. With the Macabre Waltz, it's looking like blue-black could be a thing, and it's an archetype I really like. I've lost to it a bunch of times. We could also take a Gargoyle Sentinel and maybe try to stay on the artifact blue-white or just blue theme. I guess Gargoyle is colorless, and it's more likely to make our deck, so we take it there. Now we get another Starcrown Stag. I don't think I can pass the second one. I think this is a very strong sign that white is open, and I'm happy picking this up. 2 Surge Mares. Let's see. So if we're blue-white artifact theme, then I probably want a Scholar of Stars over Surge Mare. Man, it feels bad playing Field Creepers. I kind of just want to take Elvish Rejuvenator. Let's speculate. Let's try to build. I've never drafted this deck. So Fountain Renewal is actually not terrible in this deck. You could make it a 5/5, and if we get the 2/3 Oxener or whatever it is, we can even bring this back after cycling it, because it brings back any artifact, not necessarily an artifact creature. So artifact of renewal is something I'm interested in. So Scholar of Stars versus Essence Scatter. I think actually in this deck, maybe Scholar is just more important. No, we need to take you need to have at least one Essence Scatter. It's an important card. It's another Fountain of Renewal. I really don't. Yeah, Trusty Pack Beast. This is the guy I was talking about. So this thing can bring back Fountain of Renewal. It can bring back Field Creepers. Okay, so we got one of the Surge Mirrors back. Question is, do we even want it, or do we just want a Frilled Sea Serpent? It feels like we have a bunch of 2-drops, and in a deck like this, maybe a Frilled Sea Serpent is just a decent finisher. So I don't mind picking it up. All right, so I guess somehow we got baited, completely baited into this artifact theme that we really cannot support right now. Exclusion Mage is a thing. It's an excellent card. I will take it, probably not playing 2 Fountain of Renewals, maybe not even playing the first one. Gigantosaurus, somebody can have fun with that. It's not going to be us. Gallant Cavalry is good. It's okay with Sleep. But Sleep is looking kind of bad in this deck right now. It's not doing what it's designed to do, which is kind of frustrating. I don't think I want a second Omen Speaker. I guess I'll take an Even Wind Mage now, even though it's very bad in our deck. We don't have anything that we want to splash in red. Maybe we take a Reclamation Mage for sideboard. Actually, no, the pick is just Invoke the Divine. That's the pick. I didn't see that at first. Don't want Daybreak Chaplain in our deck. So what I would like to get, if at all possible, is either the Dwarf Artificer that gives your artifacts +2/+2, or Skilled Animator. Now we get a Death Baron. This is the card I was saying makes Infectious Horror better. Now we just have to take Aviation Pioneer. But like, what are we doing with the artifact combos? There's really nothing except Scholar to draw a card. I can't take a double black card here. I have to take Aviation Pioneer. Bone to Ash, or another Scholar of Stars. Scholar is more important for this deck. Okay, and then with the Scholar, sure. This makes our mana base better. Maybe there's a world in which we want a second Frilled Sea Serpent. Another Trusty Pack Beast. Okay. Dwarven Priest, maybe it's a sideboard card. These Field Creepers are doing literally nothing. Except maybe drawing me cards later. That seems just god-awful. Do I want a second Omen Speaker or second Disperse? Probably second Disperse is more relevant. Despite the fact that I have totally lost, it's a viable card. Comfortable Chills, good sideboard card against red white. Wall of Mist. Well, this deck is just a complete miss, to be honest. I don't think Gearsmith is happening. So we're at 24, we need to make one more cut. Man. I mean, 2 Trusty Pack Beasts, 2 Fountain of Removals. It's some. I mean, you're really not going off if you're cycling fountains, drawing cards, and replaying it. But it's cheap. It's something. I guess it becomes a cantrip later on. It can help you stabilize until you can find somebody else. But the problem is that, like, by dragging the game out, we don't necessarily win. And a card like Fountain of Renewal all it does really is just drag the game out. It doesn't really help you win. I guess with Psychic Corrosion, it's something. Starcrown Stag looks really out of place. I don't think we're going to win off that card. But it's still, good enough to keep in our deck. All right, one fountain is out. I guess Frailty Serpent is out. It's not clear whether we can even really use it in a way that synergizes. So light was really cut. I'm not sure why we thought that it's open. Essentially, all we got was a Pegasus Courser first pick, and we saw nothing. We can even be mono blue if we want. Like, I can take out Cavalry, Stag, Corsair, 2 Trusty Pack Beasts, put in like 2 Frilled Sea Serpents, a Millstone, Uncomfortable Chill, maybe like a Wall of Mist. Let's see what that deck will look like. Actually, this is something that can work. I haven't played a monocolored deck yet in this format. Question is, can we make room for Millstone? Yeah, let's do it. Let's have some fun. Let's make a mill deck. Somehow, I don't think this is going to go 3-0. But actually, we don't really need 17 lands in a deck like this. We can cycle fountains if we get stuck on mana. We have a Sky Scanner. I think 16. Again, mana. You really need to have 17 lands if your mana curve is very high. If you don't, and if you don't have card draw, and if you're playing 2 colors, because you want to maximize the probability of hitting your lands. But here, I think we're better off just having like another Frilled Sea Serpent. And I like what this is trying to do. I think this is fun. I don't think it's a 3-0 deck, but it's going to make for a great video. We have 1 Disperse, right? Yeah, we do. So this deck is depending completely on Psychic Corrosion and Scholar of Stars to just value out our opponent, and Fountain keeps us alive for a while. Let's try this. Let's see what happens. It could be fun. I don't think we want to play first ever with this deck, so that's a no. Okay, definitely need to mill this. Mulligan. See, I'm already thinking mill. Which is good, which is what you want this deck to do. Actually, I mean, if we had 2 lands, like, great opening hand. I'd happily trade like Sentinel and Uncomfortable Shell for 2 lands. Unfortunately, that's not how things work. So mulligan, and yeah, this is a keep. Omen Speaker's a good card to put on top. Okay, let's see what we find with Omen Speaker. Sweet. So we get to put those in the bottom. And Omen Speaker really did excellent work for us by, with 2 lands in hand and a relatively low curve. Like we're not going to go higher than we don't have anything greater than 6 as a casting cost. So I see no reason to sack Fountain, and I really don't see a reason to play Exclusion Mage. Our deck is designed to be grindy. It's not going to beat our opponent. I don't think we can deal 20 damage. I think we're more likely to just stabilize the board, gain a bunch of life, and essentially grind out our opponent. I think I'm just going to play Scholar of Stars here. I can double block 2-headed zombie if I really want, and he can only trade for 1 of these unless he has a combat trick. And I think it's more important to start drawing cards. Even if he has a combat trick, it's going to be a 2-for-1, but it's not the end of the world. He could also have Skeleton, and he can kill Omen Speaker if he can cast Skeleton Archer. Dreadmaw, okay. We can bounce that. And then we can counterspell it. Or Essence Scatter. And then cast Frilled Sea Serpent. Doesn't seem like a terrible strategy. Nope. Let's stuff that. Yeah, that's why we didn't see, like in retrospect, it felt like we did nothing on turn 3 by not playing Exclusion Mage. But now we were able to make our opponent waste 12 mana and 2 turns to get nothing. So that's a situation where a card like that's really, really good. I mean, Fountain of Renewal also helped race with the Frilled Sea Serpent. 4 damage a turn is not much, but Rise from the Grave, it's a token, right? Oh, it's not a token. Okay, so it's not a token. Important point to remember. I don't think he's going to attack with Dreadmaw. But next turn I will start attacking with Frilled Sea Serpent. Yeah. He just does not. I have really good blocks, and it doesn't make sense for him to attack. Another Fountain of Renewal. All right, so let's back with the flyer and with frilled sea serpent here. I can jump Thorn Lieutenant as an option, but yeah, I mean, if he's only attacking Overdrive Mod, then I don't care. I'm going to take it. I'm essentially taking only 5 with Fountain gaining me life every turn. Okay, so looks like no plays. Maybe he's got a trick up his sleeve. Feels like he does, or maybe he's just keeping back Thorn Lieutenant as something he can pump. Not sure what his plan is there. So let's gain a life. Field Creeper. Unfortunately, I still have to pump a bunch of mana into Frilled Sea Serpent, and I can't play anything else. Yeah, it's a really mana intensive card. Okay, I like that, certainly. I mean, if my opponent's using 4 mana removal spell to kill half of a 3-drop, perfectly fine with that. So if I attack with Frilled Sea Serpent now, he has to jump. I'd rather dump my hand. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't mind this, actually. Okay. The Sky Scanner now, he's still on a very fast clock. I just need to make sure that he doesn't find like a removal spell for Frilled Sea Serpent, and then we should be okay. In an emergency, we can start cracking fountains, but again, as it is, I'm only taking 4 turn. Okay, yeah, this is not really scary. I can show him that forever. It will be scary if he has something like Declare Dominance, because then I'm just dead. So there's no point in sandbagging this island. Let's get in there. Oh, wrong critter. Yeah, that's what we want to do. So unless I can find a way to kill Frilled Sea Serpent or something like a Declare Dominance, I think I should be okay. Yeah, it's still fine. He has 17 power worth of trample, and I have enough toughness. I'm going to need to throw all creatures in front of these attackers to absorb as much damage as possible. So let's see what is the best way to do this. So we're going to throw as much toughness as we can in front of Colossal Dreadmaw. And jump like this. So 3, 7, I think this, yeah, this absorbs 1 more point of damage. So block like this. Of course, if you have the pump spell, I'm dead. But otherwise, we're in good shape. I think I'll go to like 2 or something like that. 3, okay, close. Okay. So, big scary monsters. How do we kill those guys? Daggerback would actually be pretty good. I think Comfortable Chill is pretty bad, except for the card draw. Sleep is good. I guess I'm very lucky that my opponent does not have removal. And I'm also almost thinking that another Disperse is probably just better than a Millstone. I think that's correct. Must have been so frustrating for my opponent to lose that match. Okay, excellent opening hand. Opponent chose to play first, which is exactly what we want. So this is a keep. I kind of want to save Essence Scatter for some of its bigger stuff. Let's see what he plays here, but I really don't want to counterspell like a 4-drop. Well, I probably should have counterspelled it because I'm taking a bunch of damage here. So next turn he's going to have mana up for Dreadmaw. Got 3 cards. Still think I should probably cast Scholar of Stars. I want to make sure I can keep drawing cards, find my outs. I wouldn't mind finding something like a Disperse. Actually, Wall of Mist is not bad here. Okay, I'm happy to see Rupture Spire. Next time we can go Wall of Mist and double block 2-headed zombie, essentially trading for Scholar of Stars. And then next turn we can go either Sea Serpent or Horizon Scholar. I'm probably just going to play Horizon Scholar because against our opponent, they're both kind of unblockable. Except Horizon Scholar doesn't require a bunch of mana to keep attacking. So potentially he can play stupid 10-10 right now. I think, yeah, he's got enough mana to do that, so let's see what he plays. Sure. Yeah, it's an excellent Essence Scatter target. Okay. Yeah, let's go Horizons color and scry away anything that we don't need. We need a field creeper. I mean, it's a spell, right? I feel so terrible drawing this guy. Like, why do we have him? We have him just for the Scholar Stars? All right, I'm gonna bottom it. Don't see us winning with a field creeper, knowing what's in our opponent's deck. Okay, so we can disperse that for a turn. Another Scholar's not terrible. So let's play Scholar first and see what we find. Psychic Corrosion, cool. Don't think we're gonna win with Psychic Corrosion with a Gigantopithecus on the board. Let's just get in for 4. Maybe opponent plays the trample card and we can get some little bit of extra value. Yep, there it is. Actually, this is good because he can still recast it. He can still, had he misclicked, then this would have been really good. All right, so let's say no blocks. And let's just disperse. Hmm. So what I'm thinking now is I could play out Frilled Sea Serpent and I could maybe try to set up some, like a triple block, which may be something we're doing with Psychic Corrosion in my hand as an alternate win con. And I would lose, so it's 11 power, so I would lose like Sea Serpent and Horizon Scholar, the other Scholar. Alternatively, I can attack, get them down to 12. I take 11, I go to 8. And then what? He's got, all right, I'm going to try to set up the triple block. I'll just pass and see what he does. He may even choose like not attack, in which case we can swing in with Horizon Scholar next turn. If we can prevent an attack for 1 turn, if he really values his dino, then we can kind of get ahead again by taking that big hit with Horizon Scholar. And potentially, I mean, if I get 1 more lane, he's on a 2-turn clock, right? Sure. He's got 2 of them. I don't think that changes anything, right? 12. I could kill all 3 of my guys now. Well, if he's doing that, then I'm just going to absorb some damage. Taking 7. I'm gaining a life. think he's gonna jump. Yep, it's fine. So I'm gonna speculate. Okay. I was gonna say I'm gonna speculate that the last card in his hand is not a combat trick and no blocks. He wasn't dead on board though, was he? This is 7, 7. Yeah, he wasn't dead on board. But whatever, let's go to game 2. Alright, this looks like a great opening hand as well. So let's keep. Gargoyle is good here. Okay. This guy's scanner. I think we should probably start getting hits in with Gargoyle Sentinel. Mystic Archaeologist. I don't mind that. So let's see, what are we doing? Let's go activate Gargoyle. Let's get it for 3. And pass. And I'm happy to activate it next turn, guarantee that. No! Alright, so Mystic Archaeologist dies. That is very disappointing. Wall of Mist can still block value patterns, so there's no point for my opponent to give him haste or anything like that. So I think maybe So I can't activate Gargoyle and play Uncomfortable Chill. So I think I pass here, and if my opponent tries to attack with everything, I'm gonna Uncomfortable Chill and keep up a Volley Veteran. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna Uncomfortable Chill and keep up Disperse, looking to block Volley Veteran and get it off the board. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, I take it. I don't want to lose my Gargoyle Sentinel right now, because I can always play Sleep, tap things down, re-equips. Okay. So Sleep. Keeping up disperse. Well, okay, let's play frilled sea serpent because this thing is just a massive wall. It blocks everything my opponent has. He would need a combat trick or some direct damage to get through. And I mean, most likely he just equips Sky Scanner and gets in for 3. Okay. Okay, I think this is a good time for sleep. So let's go sleep. And this is why we first picked this card over electrifying. And with this Disperse, we actually have lethal next turn. His creatures do not untap, so whatever he plays, we can bounce, and we have lethal. So barring a removal spell, okay, well, I think we still have lethal because Frilled Sea Serpent. Oh, another one. Oh, I like that. So we could even just keep up Uncomfortable Chill. So debating between playing another Frilled Sea Serpent or keeping up this person Uncomfortable Chill. I think Uncomfortable Chill is a better plan because if he has Trumpet Blast, then we're dead if we play Frilled Sea Serpent. So it's better to just pass here. He untaps, but he needs to find a way to kill me otherwise with Frilled Sea Serpent. 3. Okay. So let's go to blocks and I guess block like this. See what he does. I mean, it could be a concession, and then yeah, so Trumpet Blast, good. So let's go like this. Let's say 3, 7, 9. I don't even want to show him Disperse. He's just dead. Okay. So kind of a green, red, go wide deck. We don't know what any of his green cards are. We have to assume he's playing some, given that he's got 3 forests in play. Got some goblin synergies. He's got some menace creatures. So this is going to actually quite a difficult deck to beat. I think we might want a second Uncomfortable Chill. And maybe we take out like Totally Lost. Doesn't seem very good against our opponent. Millstone going to help us win the game, or do we just want a random creature to block with? And I'm looking maybe at like a Gearsmith Prodigy over a Millstone. Yeah, because with Trumpet Blast, more often than not, you just want another body to block with as opposed to a Millstone. It doesn't seem reliable. So opponent's doing a 41 card special. Yeah, this is great. I would like a land and another artifact. The land. There's an artifact. So do we want to keep up Essence Scatter here or play out Archaeologist? That Archaeologist. Might play the Boggart Brute, the 3/2 Menace right now. Oh, Skyscanner, yeah, okay. Yeah, Skyscanner is not exactly what I want to Essence Scatter. Okay, good. So now we can go land, Fountain of Renewal, and now we're keeping up a counterspell. No, um, I'm just gonna trade. I have so many more ways of drawing cards that I really don't care. He's not doing much. I don't want to take. I want to take as little damage as possible because our win strat, like we win if we can just grind out the match. And with cards like Scholar of Stars drawing us cards anyway, Uncomfortable Chill, being able to cycle Fountain of Removal, having Exclusion Mages to bounce things, we can slow things down and we can grind out a win. And we have Sleep in case of an emergency. Okay. Okay. Okay, another Fountain of Renewal. Question is, do we play Exclusion Mage targeting Druid? I think we do, because this, if he's got like a 6-drop, he's going to have to wait one more turn to play it. And I'm much more comfortable with this. I don't think I'm going to attack, because if he plays a haste creature, I'd rather have Scholar of Stars as a blocker. Well, what I mean by that is he can play any creature and give it haste with Goblin Motivator. Going back up to 20. 5. Not doing much. Still think. Do we want to start attacking? Not really. Let's just pass. Okay. Yeah, I really don't mind all that happening, because I'm gaining 2 life per turn. I have Sleep. I have Uncomfortable Chill, and now he needs to deal with a Sea Serpent. Still don't want to attack with Scholar of Stars. I mean, I could have played Uncomfortable Chill in response to Rabid Bite, but I don't really care about saving Exclusion Mage. I'd rather wait for like a bigger turn. And if, oh, really? Let's see your combat trick. Maybe you're just trying to trade for Scholar. That doesn't work. That does not work. That works. That works. Okay, no problem. You got it. You got it. So now we can go either sleep. Now it's too early to play sleep. Let's just play a Wall of Mist and Uncomfortable Chill. Draw some cards. Sure. I mean, we're definitely behind. I'm not trying to make light of the situation. Sleep buys us a little bit of time. I'm not sure what we're trying to find. Psychic Corrosion. Yeah, can I do both? 7? Yep. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3. Now I kind of wish I had Mythic Archaeologist. I think I gotta crack one of these. Yeah, he's gonna make it so that the wall can't block. And let's see, so 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12. I'm on a 2-turn clock. I think I need to crack this right now. Okay. Scholar. Well, I guess I'm dead. You make both of these unable to block. And yeah, okay, so let's go to the next game. We'll concede. Pretty tricky matchup. Hard to beat our opponent, but I still think we can win. I mean, in retrospect, it was still correct to block with Omen Speaker. Like we would have just been taking damage for no reason. So, all right, let's try again. Do not want to play first. Okay. Sure. Okay. Well, we can certainly balance that with Exclusion Mage. That's an excellent situation for us. I mean, if my opponent was paying attention, he probably should have sideboarded out any enchantment like Blanchwood Armor, because you're just going to get 2 for 1 if you do that. Okay, looks like opponent's missing land drops. Again, we still go Scholar, draw a card, and pass. Probably could have gotten a free attack, and I don't think he's blocking. He could. Okay, sure. Rabbit bite. All right, so now we play. Just gonna play near. Yeah, actually no, I will attack with Exclusion Mage. I should have attacked first before playing the card. And let's keep up Essence Scatter. So let's see, 4 or 5. We can nail a 5-drop potentially. Seems better than running out Field Creeper in this spot. I don't really care about that. Ooh. All right, so it's better to play him on turn 7 where I can play him and activate him at the same time. So let me get in with Thopter. Let's play Field Creeper, keeping up Essence Scatter, and then next turn we can Archaeologist and draw 2. Nope. See if he wants to attack. Yeah, probably not. Makes sense. All right, gain a life. Let's do it. So what we're doing here is similar to the Tatiova play on turn 6. Psychic Corrosion and Mystic Archaeologist. Somebody say combo. I still want to attack. Yeah, still want to attack. That sucks. But that's why we attacked. Don't rely on your win con because it may not be there next turn. So I think it's better to play Psychic Corrosion now. Let's get in front of a point of damage. I guess we can also get in with like nothing else because he's got a 1/3. All right, so let's just get in with Thopter. And go Psychic Corrosion into Field Creeper. And actually next turn we can set up a big attack with maybe Uncomfortable Chill. Okay. Well, I can double block that. No, probably just want to get in with Thopter and start running out Sea Serpents. Still attacking with a Thopter. Sure. Still can't attack with it. I can double block with the Frilled Sea Serpents. If he attacks, he's representing a combat trick, so I'm probably not even going to block. I'm at 24 life. it's unclear what he's trying to do. Okay, so you really want to just trade. Okay, I'll bite. Actually, I don't even need to. So let's do 1, 8, 9, 11. You know what? I'm not gonna block. I'm not gonna block because I think my opponent just made a mistake. Because we are not just a mill deck. We got tricks for days. Let's see. Yep, that's good. Man, this stupid deck, it just put on the bottom. And you know what? Just to rub it in, let's put a Fountain of Renewal on top. And onto the finals. So this little fun deck is, I guess, better than I thought it would be. And I almost want to put in a second uncomfortable chill over a totally lost. Let's do that because it worked really well. I think that might be better. So this opening hand is kind of slow, but I think it's still a keep. If 16 lands, that means we have 1 in 3 chance of drawing a non-land. Oh boy, double unite. That looks scary. So potentially uncomfortable chill is absolutely useless, as is field creeper. Okay. All right. I actually wouldn't mind drawing Psychic Corrosion here. I think in a race between draining for 2 every turn or milling with my card draw, we could probably win that race. And also the fact that I have 2 Fountain of Renewals is going to slow things down a bit. Tezzeret. Make a 1/1 colorless Doctor artifact, draw a card. Oh boy. Yeah, the problem is, like, I can only fly over top with Gargoyle to get Tezzeret, but he's making these stupid Thopters that can just block. So I guess we scoop. Yeah. I'm gonna cycle one of these uncomfortable chills. If nothing, I mean, yeah, I have to start cycling them just to look for an answer. I'm not sure what that answer is. Maybe like Horizon Scholar, but even then, Tezzeret's just gonna make endless 1/1s. And what is the? Yeah, I mean his -9 is it's game. Can't do anything else. It's a good of attack to maybe try to lure him into triple blocking, but I think we're just gonna lose. Like, I don't see us winning right now with Tezzeret. I mean, this is literally the best card in the set for limited, and it's very difficult to beat. He's choosing to draw a card. I need to cycle Fountain. I need to find something. Let's try to get Tezzeret. My guess is he just chumps with one Thopter. I don't think he's going to put all three in front of him. Yeah, of course. I will do the same thing. I will do the exact same thing. All right, let's see what's on top. Well, there's the Horizon Scholar, but again, this thing is not going to get through an army of Thopters. It's actually the first time I'm playing against this card, and now I understand why limited resources said it's the best for a limited period, because it just is. That ability is absolutely bonkers. Like, planeswalkers are good if they can protect themselves, and this thing protects against not only ground attackers, but against flyers as well. And the starting loyalty is pretty high. So, I'm not sure how we beat this deck. I mean, if opponent doesn't draw Tezzeret, we could win. I guess literally our only strategy is mill. we definitely like put in millstone, because if we can find like psychic erosion in our opening hand and just draw a bunch of cards, maybe we somehow cheat out a win. Otherwise, I don't think we can survive. And double neonate is going to be very difficult to race. No, neither of you help me. I don't know what helps me in my deck, literally, not those cards. He's going to use Graveyard Marshal to make a 2/2 and drain me for 1. Okay. Something tells me he also has Salvager of Secrets in this type of deck. Man, this is just not fair. I guess, like, I need to find sleep. If I find sleep, maybe something happens, but no, that's not sleep. That is not sleep. So what am I doing here? I guess we have to like disperse this Thopter just to get Tezzeret down to 5. That seems awful. Oh, and a Lightning Strike. Splashing Lightning Strike. As if Lich's Caress is not enough, you need to splash Lightning Strike. I'm just talking shit because I'm jealous of my opponent's deck. That's all there is to it. Well, the zombie I can just block like this. At this point, I'm only playing for information. I don't see us winning. In fact, I mean, we're at 6 with neonate. And opponent, pretty sure he has lethal next turn. I guess it ain't over till it's over, so I'm not going to give up until I die, because I do want to see what else my opponent is doing. But right now, I'm 100% focused around finding an answer for Tezzeret. Because other than sleep and, essentially alpha striking him, I don't think we have anything. Oh, and you have Meteor Golem. How sick would it be if he has that one with the machine and he draws 7 off Meteor Golem next turn? That would be ridiculous. Actually, maybe that's good because, again, I could just mill him faster. So attack with everything, yeah. Well, we get to kill some stuff. Sure. This. Actually, no. It's better. Wait, what? Okay, I don't care. Somehow I couldn't even use a comfortable chill. I guess I have 6 out of frustration, but I'm dead anyway. And maybe it's better because I don't even want to show them that I'm playing 2 copies of this. All right, let's really think about what our sideboard plan is. There's nothing, there's literally nothing we can do. I guess we can totally lost Tezzeret for a turn, put him on top of our opponent's library. But yeah, no, that's not a way to win. I think our only win con is Psychic Corrosion. Right, slow things down, buy some turns with sleep, draw a million cards. Yeah, I mean you gotta go all in. Otherwise, and we have to hope that Tezzeret's like the 40th card on the bottom of our opponent's library. Or like, honestly, I'm okay as long as it's like in the bottom 15, even bottom 20. Gives us a solid chance. And we can also mill him. That's also a legitimate strategy. If you have no way of dealing with a bomb creature, then one way of dealing with it is just to mill it. My dog seems to be unhappy about the situation as well. So actually, again, I do not want to play first. We get really good opening hands. Like, we can't ask for better hands than this. There's my boy. Fountain pass. Okay. All the field creepers in the world. Get in there. Of course, I'm a little concerned about drawing land, but we got a few turns. We got a few turns to do it. All right, good. So I guess Exclusion Mage on Thopter. That seems best. I think if I miss a land drop now, I'm going to crack Fountain. Well, maybe with Omen Speaker, we can afford to just play it here, and I'm going to keep both on top. I need to start going off with the Mythic Archaeologist. Nothing. So potentially he could have Bone to Ashes. So let's play a Field Creeper here. See if we can lure a Counterspell. And I'm going to risk playing Archaeologist now, because if I can draw my other land, then I can draw two immediately. So let's hope he doesn't die like a Lightning Bolt or something along those lines. No! What are you doing? Stop tapping things. Okay, that plan did not work. So we draw another land here. Lightning Ball missed. And passing. Really need to find another land for Horizon Scholar. Oh, and you have Izrath. And you have Izrath. Really? All right, give me. Sure, that's decent. So, not Tezzeret, not Tezzeret, not Tezzeret. Sure, actually, that's okay. Psychic Corrosion, not Psychic Corrosion. Guess I have to start trying to get through in the air. But with double Neonate, I really can't race. Okay, so Field Creeper dies. Well, maybe we can set up a big turn with like Uncomfortable Chill attacking with everything. Still doesn't seem very good. I guess. I'll just block with the wall. Okay. House strange. Burst. This burst might do something. So can only get in with Scholar now. I don't have 7 mana. Well, let's see. What happens if I attack with everything? I get something back with Izrath. I guess I can bounce her. He knows I'm playing. How would you play around Uncomfortable Chill? I'm not sure. think, all right, I think we're just gonna attack like this for now. See what he does. He didn't attack with Vampire Summon, so maybe he's looking to block and set something up. Or to block and get it back with Izrath. Okay. You know, if that's his plan, then I'm just gonna bounce Izrath. Pre-combat. I mean, he'll still be able to do it, but he won't be able to do it right away. I think I'm gonna save him. So my guess is opponent attacks with Izrath. Yeah, and then drains for 3. With Vampire Sovereign, that's pretty strong. Fountain's gonna negate some of that. And I guess let's trade Scholar for Izrath. Well, the plan to mill Tezzeret is on. If we can mill Tezzeret, then we have a chance. Not Tezzeret, not Tezzeret, not Tezzeret. Okay, Meteor Golem is actually bad, but not devastating. Okay. Okay. And I think I'm comfortable chill now. This prevents 2 damage, draws me a card, and mills. Psychic Symbiont and Poison Tip. My opponent's just playing like best cards available. Okay, Skirmish Bloodline. That's not good. Not good. So let's see. Can I live for 8 turns? I don't think so. 6. So basically, like, I can crack Fountain. That's gonna drain for. That's gonna mill for 2. I think I'm still dead. I'm on a very, very short clock. Between the neonates or neonate and taking 5 in the air, unfortunately, I won't be able to live long. But hey, you know, we're not out of it yet, I guess. Oh, Millstone. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can we do this? Can we do this? Do we have a Sift in our deck? Yeah, as cute as Millstone is, it's not going to be enough. It looks like we've upset our opponent. He's making an army of zombies with the cards we're milling. And yeah, not looking good. So what? I guess if we had a Sift, we could win. I have to crack Fountain now. Is it gonna matter if I gain a life? It's not gonna matter. So I'm gonna mill, crack, and pray. Is that the plan? Okay, so there's a strategy. We mill Tezzeret. That's what we were hoping for. I guess maybe we have a chance if we can find another um, uncomfortable chill. Could that maybe do something? Okay, Scholar Stars also lets us mill a little bit. Yeah, well, very, very close, but unfortunately, I think I'm just dead now. Yeah. Unless my opponent wants to let me live for entertainment value. I mean, of course, I will mill him for two more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? It's sick. Like another uncomfortable chill would have won us the game. We have exactly 5 mana. How awesome would that be? Unfortunately, it's not one of the 14 cards that we have. But I'm pretty sure I have it. Yeah, I took out. Darn you. Okay, okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. GG's. Opponent's deck is really cool. 5 zombies. And let's just mill. Give the GG's. All right, GG's. This is literally the 5th draft that I made finals and I lose in the finals. Let's block and see how much damage we take. Good luck with making videos. Alrighty. Let's see. So let's do the math. It's like -1, 2 should be enough. Yeah, with Vampire Neonate, it should be enough. All right, see you next one.